this is Mary Mattingly with the Big Rapids Pioneer. For this week's Musician Spotlight, we're here with Ed Mallett. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Ed is a prominent performer in town playing tuba and euphonium. You've probably seen him with Tuba Bach Chamber Music Festival, or playing at Festival of the Arts, or with the Ferris Community Summer Band. So thanks again for joining us. Tuba Bach just wrapped up. So what's next for you?
Oh, well, it never ends. So even starting today, Tuba Bach finished on Sunday. Today is a rehearsal down in Grand Rapids to get ready for performance this coming Sunday with the Grand Rapids Symphonic Band. After that, there's a concert in Lansing another 2 weeks later. But while all that's going on, now preparations are in full swing for the Festival of the Arts in February, and planning for next year's whole season of 10th anniversary Tuba Bach. So there's plenty to do.
Right. So you're obviously a very active performer, but you got your start here. You're a Big Rapids native. What first drew you to the tuba?
Well, so we moved to Big Rapids in 1966. My dad was the middle school and high school choir director. So, and Mom played the piano for his choirs and things. So I grew up sitting on a piano bench next to Mom, and music and all that. And there was one of Dad's students in the late 70s. His name was John Nutter. He's now a band director up in Menominee, Michigan. And he was, I guess, 5 years older than I was, and when I was a kid, he was the guy that I looked up to and said, oh, when I grow up, I want to be just like John. And John happened to play the euphonium. And so when I got to 6th grade and could start band, I said, well, that's what I'm going to play. And so that's how it started. So
you spend time as a teacher and as a performer. Do you have one that you prefer, or is it just kind of being a musician kind of might predispose you to do both?
Well, I think for many years it was both. Now, since I've been back in Big Rapids, really don't do very much teaching at all. Per se in the classroom. There's a lot of educational work when Adriana, my wife, and I go out year-round with a program we call Tuba Tales, and that's working with young students on appreciation for creativity and using imagination and reading and all of that. So there's an educational component, but it's not classroom teaching. So I haven't done any of that for, oh gosh, it's probably been 12, 14 years now since I've done classroom teaching. But education is always a big part of it. Very interested in what the students are doing and involving students in master classes and workshops wherever we can.
Great. So what is it about music that keeps you wanting to share it with other people?
Whether it's with a horn in my hands or sitting at a piano or singing, I think that it is able to communicate to people in ways that just talking can't do, at least for me. So it crosses language barriers and age barriers and socioeconomic barriers and all of that. So I think that's a lot of it. It's a way of communication that I really enjoy working through.
And it's something you're able to do with your family as well. I know your son Noah is a percussionist, and you do a lot of traveling for that too.
We do. Yep. The whole family is musical and artistic and all of that. So it's now it's fun to be the dad and watch the kids and help them grow and learn and follow their dreams and careers too. And both of them are doing that in the arts. So it's fun to watch that.
Great. Well, that was everything I wanted to ask. Is there anything you want to add or anything I might have missed?
Big Rapids is a great place to be for all of this because it is such a open community in terms of accepting and supporting and fostering the arts, and has been doing a lot of that. And I remember that from when I was a young kid growing up here in town, but also now coming back and for what I do and for what the boys do and all of that this is a great community for supporting the arts and all that's going on. So thank you, Big Rapids. And thank you to you for all that you've done to bring the arts to the forefront in the Pioneer and elsewhere in Big Rapids while you've been here. So it's been great.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Thank you. And thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.